Trends 2017 review. Just going to follow on from day one and have day two. Sorry, it's a bit late. Had a little bit of trouble with the internet connection here the last couple of days. Hopefully get 2, 3, and 4 done today, and then crack on for the week ahead and a very exciting week at the festival. So plenty to go through now, and let's have a look at the first race that I've reviewed. It's the RSA Chase and the Strong Trends. 7-year-olds have won the last 9 of the 10 races of the RSA. 10 of the last 10 winners had posted 150 or more Racing Post rating last time out. 10 of the last 10 winners had run 3 to 9 times over hurdles. 10 of the last 10 winners had finished in the first 3 of a Grade 1 or 2 chase. So, the Strong Trends point towards Acapella Bourgeois, 007, and Royal Vacation. So those are the 3 I was considering, and let's have a look at additional trends for the RSA. 10 of the last 10 winners in the RSA had been officially rated 134 or more over hurdles. 9 of the last 10 winners had won over 2 miles from 5 furlongs previously. 9 of the last 10 winners had placed first or second last time out. And finally, the last 9 of the last 10 winners had run between 24 and 55 days ago. So from those 4 additional trends, along with the Strong Trends, 1 horse came overall the strongest, and that was Acapella Bourgeois, and currently around the 7-1 mark. Fits very nicely into having a bet on this race. The only negative really is the horse is French bred, as the majority of the winners in the RSA have been Irish bred. The ground might be a little concerning, drying out with the dry weather coming through now at Cheltenham, but I believe as long as it stays good soft and a bit of juice in the ground, Acapella will have a big chance in the RSA. And at the price, 7-1, Sandra Hughes has been very bullish about the horse and believe Acapella should be favourite. Won very impressive last time out, and I can see a big race from Acapella. The other probably danger, decent price, 12-1 around about, is Royal Vacation. I do like the horse, and if it lines up for the RSA, could have a big run. Okay, so let's crack on for the next race. That's cross country. So the Strong Trends, only a few Strong Trends to look at. 9 of the last 10 winners had run 2 to 5 times in the season. 9 of the previous 10 winners had run 11 or more times over fences. 8 of the previous 10 winners had recorded a Racing Post rating of 127 or more last time out. So these Strong Trends led me to 3 horses to consider. Any Currency, Sausalito Sunrise, Usual Smurfer. Okay, so those are the 3 I was considering. So additional trends for the cross country. 8 of the last 10 winners had finished first or second in one of the last chase starts. 9 of the last 10 winners had won over 3 miles or more. And 8 of the last 10 winners were aged between 8 and 10. And 7 of the last 10 winners were Irish bred. So, from those 3, the additional trends and Strong Trends led me to 1 horse. That was Usual Smurfer, the trend winner, and a decent price at around the 16-1, worth it each way play. Got to be a little bit careful with the cross country now because it's not a handicap anymore. So the trends could be, was it before last year? I believe they changed it, and could be non-existent. But I've had a look through the data available, and Usual Smurfer does look a good bet around 16-1, and worth each way play. So from the cross country, we go to the Coral Cup. Now the Coral Cup is one of the, traditionally for me, favourite race of the trends for the week. I've found a couple of nice winners in the past, and it's a very profitable race for trends. Okay, but this year it was a bit of a headache. This past week I've been back and forth with the trends, but I'll give you my thoughts. Let's have a look at the Strong Trends. Quite a few to go through there. Pick out a couple of stronger ones. 10 of the previous 10 winners had run at least twice in the season leading up to the festival. 10 of the previous 10 winners had won 2 to 4 times over hurdles. And 10 of the last 10 winners had won a Class 3 or better hurdle race. And the bottom one there, the last 10 winners had won 0 to 2 handicap hurdle races. So those are the Strong Trends to consider. And I got it down to 6 horses to think about: Run for Dave, Jury Duty, Storyteller, Plot and Shed, Modus, and Tombstone. Those are the 6 that are, that came down from the strong trends. Unfortunately, Jury Duty doesn't go. Storyteller has been pulled out and will not run in the festival, but probably wasn't gonna run in the Coral Cup anyway. Plot and Shed is not in, so it's down to Run for Dave, Modus, and Tombstone. So let's have a look at a couple of lesser trends. 8 last 10 winners post their highest Racing Post rating last time out. 7 of the last 10 winners won 5 to 9 hurdle races. 7 of the last 10 winners had won a hurdle race over 11,000 previously. 8 of the last 10 winners had won in 5 or less handicap hurdle races. So from the lesser trends and the strong trends, it came down to Run for Dave as a value winner. Though, Run for Dave is probably not going to be running now in the Coral Cup, which is unfortunate because very similar profile to Diamond King last year. And it's pity that Gordon Elliott is probably going to take, after Storyteller's being pulled out for the festival, Run for Dave is probably going to go to the Martin Pipe. So that brought down to Modus and Tombstone for me. Tombstone overall was probably the best trend horse, but the big but, no favourite has won this race for the last 10 years, but probability saying, a favourite's going to win at some point. Okay, but 5 to 1, it's a bit skinny for the Coral Cup. It was very impressive beating Jet Ski last time out. Elliott must be confident taking out the champion hurdle and going to the Coral Cup. But in his Betfair, when they had the review night, or preview night last week, he said that he would like to see Tombstone the county hurdle, and now he's put in the Coral Cup. So your guess is as good as mine. But it's going to be a strong favourite, but too short for me. Now, one that when I looked through again this morning before doing this review was Nicky Henderson's Consul de Fate. I just probably the danger horse out of all the trends. Fits most of the trends except the winning races trends. No, it hasn't won a race yet. But 2 seconds last time out, very impressive. Fits the official ratings, fits the Racing Post rating the last 2 races. It just overall looks a good fit without winning a race. I can see Nicky Henderson having this horse ready to win the Coral Cup. 10 to 1 is a good price for the horse. As 9 of the last 10 was priced between 13 to 2 and 16 to 1. Running Medina's the other, which was 33s to 1. Funny enough, Medina's came out about 3rd on the trends that year and was a very good value play that year. But I think Nicky Henderson could have a good day too, to be honest. And Constantine could be the one to be on, I think, if you're not going to back Tombstone. Modus, 4 nickels again, has good, a good record on day 2, and you could see Modus running a big race. But I would be more leaning towards Consul for Nicky Henderson, 10 to 1 for this race for this year. Okay, so that's the Coral Cup. Champion Chase 2017. Not going to dwell into the too. Went through some trends. Didn't take long to pick out one horse, and that horse, of course, is Duvan. Fits it all really. Very strong horse on the trends, and can see winning quite comfortably, barring any mishaps. But this horse jumps really well, and has had a couple of little mistakes at Cheltenham in the past, but overall, I can't see Duvan losing this. So I won't carry on much on the champion chase. I couldn't really see much for the outsider in the race. I'll look at my ratings and a couple of the trends nearer the time for the newsletter. But Duvan fits it all. It's quite simple. So let's have a look at the Neptune. Strong trends then. 10 of the previous 10 winners have been aged 5 or 6 years old. 8 of the last 10 winners had a Racing Post rating of 145 or more last time out. This includes the last 8 winners. 9 of the last 10 winners have run 2 to 6 hurdle races in the season lead up to the festival. 9 of the 10 winners had won a bumper. Nine of the last 10 winners had won over 2 miles of 4 furlongs. 9 of the last 10 winners had finished in the first 2 in a graded hurdle race. So those are the strong trends for the Neptune. And I had 4 horses to consider. Bacardi's, Death Duty, Neon Wolf, Will It Be Caught? So those 4 horses looked quite strong, okay, on the strong trends. And lesser trends to try and break them down. 8 of the last 10 winners were Irish bred. 7 of the last 10 winners finished first or second all hurdle starts the season leading up to the festival. So there was 3 horses to consider. Death Duty, Neon Wolf, and Will It Be Caught? So, who looked overall the best out of those 3? Well, Death Duty is not going to be going in the Neptune. So it was down to Neon Wolf and Will It Be Caught? And one at the price was Will It Be Caught? Currently around the 12 to 1 mark. Do like the profile Will It Be Caught in this race at 12 to 1. Looks a good, each way play. Short prices seem to do better than most in the past, and big prices don't tend to win the Neptune. But Will It Be is, if you like an each way play, as long as it runs in the Neptune, because it's also lined up for the Albert Bartlett. But I would say the money has come lately, the last few days, for Will It Be Caught. So 12 to 1, decent enough for me. But the overall winner is Neon Wolf, is the trend winner. Very strong overall, fits everything. His end is still in the Supreme, but I say with the drying conditions now, I think Neon Wolf is now. Harry Fry is very confident in this horse. It won very well last time out. Looks a good stayer in the making and has a bright future, I think, Neon Wolf. But currently favourite 2 to 1. It's a bit short. That's why I like it. Will it be caught for each way play? But I say Neon Wolf 2 to 1. It's probably the horse to be back in. Bacardi shows up quite strong if goes the Neptune, but I say if it doesn't, Neon Wolf's going to probably be near enough a banker for the weekend for me, for the week. But it will be caught though. 12 to 1 is interesting at the price. So let's have a look at the Fred Winter. Strong trends. 9 of the last 10 winners were rated 124 to 133. 9 of the last 10 winners had run since the 1st of February, leading up to the festival. 9 of the last 10 winners, the last 9 winners, had run 3 to 5 times over hurdles. 10 of the last 10 winners had run in no more than 1 handicap hurdle race. And finally, 9 of the last 10 winners were decided by a horse that finished in the first 2 in a Group 1 on the flat. So, strong trends led me to 6 horses to investigate a little bit further. They were Diablo de Sevilla, Dino Velvet, Templier, Final Choice, Percy Street, and Uli de Lima. So from those 6, I wanted to take some lesser trends to look at. A recent trend, I like the recent ones. They seem to go quite well. The last 5 years, the 5 winners were rated 127 to 133, and also filled 15 of the 20 places. Okay, so that's one lesser trend to consider. And 8 of the last 10 winners had won last time out or were unplaced in a graded race at some point, mainly last time out. The trend winner is Percy Street. Overall, 25 to 1 looks a good each way value play, as long as Percy Street turns up for the Fred Winter, which there's likelihood it will. I will investigate. This is always a bit of a tough race for the trends, but I'd say 25 to 1 looks good value. Others that showed well for the Fred Winter, looking away from, looking just the main strong trends. Dreamcatcher and Paul Nicholls look a big player, and 10 to 1 as long, and the same with another Nicky Henderson horse, the Pagnon de Lise. I think those 2 probably are the big dangers. But overall, Percy Street came 6th. I think it was a grade 1, grade 2 race last time, I think it was. So it's got a lot of the trends pointing towards Percy Street. If Percy Street runs in the Fed Winter, which I hope he does, because I think it could be a good each way selection on the day. But again, it's one of these races I will investigate further the day before when the final fields are announced and send out in the newsletter. So let's have a look at the other race, the Champion Pub. But I will dig into and do a trends review the day before. But I had a quick look through the trends, and two came up quite well. There's MacMarge 16-1 and Cause du Jour 10-1. Cause du Jour probably the better of the two, and I would like probably to be. I would like to see quite highly rated on my ratings. And I feel 10-1 is good value at the moment. So those are the two I was considering, more so Cause du Jour. Now, further trainer stats for day two. These are trainer stats based on day two in the past. Have a quick browse there. Gordon Elliott has 4 winners on day two in the past, and it has a strong hold in the Cold Cup. Can see him getting a winner, maybe. Nicky Henderson, 10 winners in the past, so not very good strike rate, but he has loads of runners. But I could see him getting one. One down the bottom there, Tony Martin. Just for the week overall, really. Yeah, there's a couple of winners on day two in the past, but Tony Martin, very shrewd operator. I can see him having 1 or 2 go under the radar that will win for the week. Buddy Bolero is one I was really interested in last. He's tailed off, was it a week ago Sunday, I believe it was. The first run back for Tony, and since having a break from Tony, previous when he was with Tony Martin, came third in the King Muir, and now goes probably into either the King Muir, the Ultima, I believe, and the cross country on the day two. So have a careful look at second glance at any Tony Martin horses, especially a little bit of money comes from him. He's a very shrewd operator. In my group, we like to keep a note of him. A couple of lads like to make sure Tony is has got some good prices going on, and he's a big game player, and just keep an eye on him for this week coming. All right. So anyway, thank you for watching. I won't digress too much now. I say day two over with, and good luck. You're betting on day two. I'll be there. Looking forward to it, and it should be a good day's racing. And let's hopefully we find a winner or two on the trends. And let's see, please any comments, leave any questions, and thank you for watching. And take care, guys. Bye bye.